it's Goody here, and I just really want to talk about weapons, possible weapons we might see inside DLC for Zombies. Now, I'm recording this on the 7th, I'm going to put this out on the 8th, so if Treyarch are going to release something today or tomorrow that kind of contradicts this, I do apologise for not putting it up earlier, but I've got a lot of editing to do, and also I've got lots of videos to put out, and I'm not prioritising this one. But if we get it down to the weapons then, we already know that Treyarch have released something called the Morza. I think people are speculating it to be a Wunderwaffe, but if we look at it, it's literally just a pistol, and it looks quite exciting, but we're not really going to touch upon that, because I want to look about speculated weapons rather than weapons that have been confirmed. So brilliant, we've got that pistol, that looks fine and dandy. Now, what I've always wanted to happen, ever since the introduction of our four fantastic Fab Four characters, Takeo, Nikolai, Dempsey, and Richtofen, is pistols or starting weapons that represent the actual characters themselves or the nationality. And I think I've had this idea for literally 4 years, like since World at War days, but I don't think I've ever posted it out, so here we go. I've always wanted pistols that represented the characters. For example, Tank Dempsey would get a Colt M1911. I mean, that's kind of like, that's the starting pistol on all the zombie maps, and we shouldn't change the starting pistol, but again, I think we just need a bit of a mix-up now. So, we've got Tank Dempsey with the American Colt M1911. Then we go on to Nikolai, and in World at War, again, I'm going to base everything on World at War because this is when I had the idea. Nikolai should get I think it's called a Tokirav, or, you know, the standard Russian pistol in World War II. You can find it, I'll put a picture up or something. And then for Takeo, we can have a Nambu, and for Richtofen, we have a Wolfer P38, I think it's called. So, that's kind of my idea. I really want nationality pistol, because it is a bit boring looking at the Colt all the time, and obviously the damage calculations will be, you know, they'll be the same, so one pistol won't have more power than the other one. But what's really interesting is, if I go onto my World at War and actually give myself all the weapons, the Wolf for P38 is actually, it's in the database for Nazi zombie weapons, which is really, really interesting, because there's other weapons obviously in World at War that isn't in there. So these are definitely the Nazi zombie database for the weapons. You can't upgrade it, which is kind of annoying, but it appears like Treyarch had some sort of idea. Maybe they banned it or just disregarded it at the last second, but it's weird how we've got the Colt and the Wolfer, but not like any other pistol in Zombies as of World of War days. So, except for the Magnum, but that's too overpowered to be a starting one. So, I just really wanted to put that out. I really wanted to put like a starting pistol theory out. I really wanted different starting pistols for every nationality. Again, they'll have the same damage calculation, but I thought it'd be really interesting just aesthetically. And also, one last thing. Because France, this zombie map in France is going back in time. What happens if we see a Mark 1? We've already seen a Mark 1 of the ray gun, then we have a Mark 2. What happens if we see the first version of a Wunderwaffe? The Wunderwaffe DG-1. We have started off with the Wunderwaffe DG-2, which then goes on to the DG-3 when you pack-a-punch it. So what happens if we are able to acquire a prototype version of this gun, one that hasn't developed yet in France, because as we know, Maxis and Richtofen both worked on this gun. It came out in Der Ries. Well, it didn't come out in Der Ries. Richtofen took it to Shinonuma, but it was manufactured in Der Ries. What happens if we see a Mark 1 version of this weapon in France? I think that'd be very, very interesting, because it'd be unstable. It might explode like the jet gun did in transit, which would be a bit of a pain. I hope we don't have to build it like the Sliquifier, but I think a Mark 1 version of the Wunderwaffe would be really, really interesting to see. So that's why I just wanted to say, guys, weapons are going to be insane in this DLC. I think they're going to be very, very in detail and very, very crucial to how we will play the game. But I don't know if there'll be a pack-a-punch, because that was introduced in Der Ries. So again, we might only have core weapons this time, but I really don't know what to expect. Origins is the DLC, either name or maps. We're going back to our roots, so we might play as Nikolai, Takeo, Dempsey, and Richtofen. We might do, or we might play as someone completely different. Again, regard my other videos. So there we go, guys. It's been goody. Hopefully I caused some more speculation for you, and bring on DLC 4. It's been goody. Goodbye.